Call. Amy. You guys want to come on? I have to send the link. I know, it was fun, wasn't it? Being 200,000 years in the future, Lonnie. Amazing structural lines of division know exactly what you're seeing like tonight. The reason why General knows so much is because I lived in the set locations as I do it now. So General's never been past of anything, just the existence of everything, which is real time. That's how I have so much detail with everything that goes on, right? Because I see it. I'm living it. I'm there all the time. Okay? All right, hold on a sec, 1 sec. All right, so I sent it to McCall and I sent it to Amy. So you guys get 30 minutes each. Next application. Okay, when you come on. All right. Because I can only invite one at a time. McCall,
General,
what do you
hi.
think of class?
Oh, jeez. The class was, well, I think it happens every time. It's just that progressing enough to have my own site.
Uh-huh.
So it was fantastic. 200,000 years.
200,000 years.
Now
Yes,
that's in space
time.
time. What is that in space time?
In space-time, in set locations, in setting, and all through tractions. And all that
So
kind of shit.
200,000 through 200,000 years, not the year systems and simulation. You're talking about 200,000 years space
200,000
calculations.
space calculations in real time. There you are. In settings that were
It,
in
it,
traction. This is 2024, right? So I just put you 200,000 years later.
it was
Okay?
powerful. That's all I can say. Like it was a great um, realization of the work that for my settings and maybe for others as well. Um, to be able to catch up and be with you and with everyone in that travels today. The visual sequences, and you were just sometimes I was a little behind you, and sometimes I was ahead of you. What I saw, and then you said it, and I was like, "Ah, I'm on point," or vice versa, and that was just just powerful. Like I went on my own, to Xyron settings, and luckily, okay, you had said you let us go,
I want to tell you
and
exactly what I mean in real time in set locations. You, McCall, jumped 200,000 years in the future in set locations in California in real time.
Yeah, because I went outside afterward. There was nothing in sync with it. Was in sync with me, but it just seemed like I don't know. It just didn't seem real. Like it was all animated. Like it was just a detached but still attached. Like I don't know. It was like a VR thing, kind of.
And now you understand the existence all at once now.
Yes, I can say that through my own settings. Yes, without it being a logical analytical interpretation, just real time experience. So I'm very happy and grateful this class, and it does it's just it frees you up. It's just like you know I didn't want to leave, and it's the same sometimes with people who the come back, from I don't know, they had an accident or something or a coma, whatever. They remember sometimes because they're just free of all of this, and they're just like, I don't want to come. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. I want to stay out there. I want to stay in space. It's a beautiful place. It's beautiful. It's what's real. It's where
Tomorrow,
we're
it's going to be horrifying. We're going to go to the airports.
the airports.
Yeah,
Oh,
where all the
oh,
Europe
okay.
land and setting, the constellations.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, space deck,
What's that, Mitt?
space deck.
Oh, Space Deck. Okay. There are multiple ones? Which one are you taking? Okay.
Exactly. Going to the data and the Omni highways that you're in position of its hangars.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and I saw the tiers. I just was, on the Omni, and I know my abilities with that. But then I
Not just
saw the tiers this time.
systems are coming into 1 point lines at settings. You're 1,500,000 years after locations tomorrow in real time. Okay.
This real time business is great.
And you understand that. So you'll be in California 1,500,000 years later. So you're going to see the airports of what they look like. Okay.
Yeah,
So
California.
California in real time.
Well, General, look, I think you responded in mid-April. The orders for T-shirts were going to roll out, so
Confirmation that's up.
they just full
Let the team
smiling.
know. Get them ready in position so they get in the new T-shirts of design.
Yeah, I appreciate your patience. All of the capital had to come from me, so but I appreciate that. But hopefully everyone will enjoy it. They're gonna like that QR code, though. You saw it.
Folks know exactly what's going on. McCall, if you want to explain about the T-shirts and design.
The T-shirts design based on my settings capabilities. They had the idea of putting a QR code on everyone's back. That QR code is going to link to General's going to be having one of his quotes and an introduction, hello everyone, kind of thing, and it will link straight to his link tree. So that'll get
On the back.
everyone right on his TikTok. It'll be on the back. I may consider, budget allows, that I'll do it as a pocket one as well in the front. We'll see. What's unique about this scan code that I was able to get is that it has elliptical around it. So that's what's unique about it. And so far, I've been testing it. It still works. It took time for me to test it, make sure, because there are several sites that are out there, and not all of them are reputable or retain the link. They erase them. So this one here is working and will continue to work. So um, I can't wait to get those out there, get his name out there, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. And General's patient. So
Right. So it's going to have its own DNA print and position, its own geological system, own mapping sequence. It's going to have its own magnetic highway information cycles and high calculation system. It's going to have its own clocking system. And at correlation line, track lines, I turn every T-shirt location to its algorithm.
yeah, that's going to be powerful.
Okay. So when you
Yeah.
wear the T-shirt, you know exactly what you are in its location and binaries.
In general, is it that they can purchase the shirt for someone else, and then when they receive them, when we get the shirt,
Even though it'll get activated.
but that's a whole different ballgame right there.
It's a different ballgame. That's a new level well coming into its locations. I told you space-time operations is here. It's not just here to stay. So We have to
Right.
really understand what's happening now in set locations because your future is already here in setting. And that's why I'm putting the team into real in its location where they are in attractions, how fast you can go in set location 200,000 years in real time. Tomorrow we're going to be 1 line settings and 500,000 line settings in future adaptation. You're going to see the airports, what they look like. I got to get the team ready because we're going through console communication screen lines adaptation cycles. You guys are going to go through the generation screens and high interference and your heart reactors. So you're going to go through all heart reactors and all calculations in position time sequence to each planet. Okay. So I'm going to give you a
Yeah.
tour of each planet that each one has a reactor. Number of locations on the line condition, you heard the reactor communication with planet. That's what you're going to in position track lines. And we have a huge test coming up in locations on Monday.
On Monday, okay. Yeah, working on the planetary systems this for the next few couple weeks.
Friday set locations, right? You have to understand the landing strips. You have to understand the constellations. Each planet has a reactor. You're going to be
Okay.
tested on the reactor itself of its heart, a call.
Oh, okay.
So
Is there a break in the week? There's no test tomorrow?
no, no, you have the weekend. Monday it's due.
Which, oh, I guess you'll tell us about it.
Yep. I'll keep you updated with my connections. I just want you guys to go through higher fast track lines calculations. I don't give you a week. I only give you 3 days. So,
Copy
right?
that.
Do. Right? You got to understand your 12 foundation graph lines, and each line is a time reactor, so location system, all through calculations. This modulates your setting and location system and all points of attractions into console.
Yes. Much appreciated, General.
How'd you feel that in connections in your setting and interpretations? You get comfortable with navigations, how to get in setting?
Yes, absolutely. The visual cortex is were coming in as to where all the button locations were, and my hand print, and the layout of the ship itself, and the navigations, turnaround, rotations, and the visual. Actually, I could. Yeah, you were on large TV settings. I was able actually to relocate you. Yeah, and you stayed stable wherever I turned. It was a trip.
Me
Yes.
on a billboard.
Yeah, this is legit. I
Oh
mean, you're
my
so
God.
patient with us. You know, it's like we're here.
Incredible when
We're
you get
here.
to that level, eh?
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's phenomenal. Wait till you see the airports.
Let's go.
So
Well,
once we get in the airports, you guys are going to go individually line circuits. We're going to energize you individually. So you understand your planets. You got to be in position to process. This puts you in calculation conditions. So you guys are going to go through 48,000 energy washes.
48,000.
Yeah. Because you're going on planets now into the reactor. And we can't have anybody. So there's going to be a clean room in each lines of sectors, vectors,
Okay,
and quad. Okay, it's going to be separate in line communication settings. So you guys are going to be in different rooms in locations. Okay.
I see. Okay, what was that? Humanity when it goes through? Was it 60,000? They have to go through washes.
They're going to be going through 12,000. You're going to go through 48.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll stop asking about humanity. uh,
The reason why
anyway.
guys are going to be touching the reactors.
That's it. Our access pull is
So
a
you're
lot higher.
you're going to introduce your system locations of Jarvis. You're going to actually be able to touch Jarvis, go in the external location setting to its mapping sequence and understand how the reactor works in your heart. Monday's on the testing location of the symmetrical system. Be ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it interlines its communication to its brain. Okay, McCall, you're going to see your brain in plasma. Okay, so that's why you have to go through 48,000 washes. All right.
There's a lot of clearing that has to be done to get through that because there's so many veils, right? There's just
Yeah.
so many veils that just gotta be all those curtains, you know.
The end of the month, you guys will be at 24. That will put you in waiting line cycles of volunteers and applications. And we get you
Okay.
in the 48, 72, and 144 the waves of volunteers. But we got to get you in the reactors of your planets first. so you know exactly what you're up against.
Well, thank you, General, for the time. I do have a very long training I got to do right now, but I really appreciated you popping me on real quick, and I was just very excited about that class. If y'all
I'm glad you
missed it,
enjoyed the call. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I can share with everybody. You went 200,000 years in the future in California.
thank you, General. I'll see you in chatter when I can.
Fantastic call.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so there you go. So now you know exactly what real time is in applications. General exists everywhere in line settings of real time. Never in the past, never in the present, never in the future, all at once. It's amazing how we can do in some locations. So wherever you are, you're going to be 1,500,000 years in the future. We got to get you guys in constellations, your heart reactors, each planet. So you can identify your reactors in said location to your systems, know exactly what you're up against in said location. Okay? Amy, you're welcome to come on. Morpheus. Let me send the link in line conditions. Okay, Morpheus, I need you to send me an email. 3007.80@gmail.com. And I'll send you the link. Okay? I just want to spend some time in line settings and travels because it's going to get more real now, especially for the team. It's more fun when you actually see yourself in real time rather than memory of its applications. Okay? It's hard to explain these things, and you know you're there. It's amazing when you actually see yourself there. To know what it's like to be in the future. But it's not being in the future. You are your future. So you've always lived in the existing, of the existence, of the now. There's no past, there's no present, there's no future. Okay? So you have to understand how timelines work when you're in that process of set locations, guys, which is extremely powerful to that set location. Okay? No test them all. I'll give you on the review line. Test is on Monday, so you have the weekend. Okay? It's based on your 12 planets and your reactors. Now, there's locations, you have a major test coming up, location your system. You have to turn your heart into an algorithm. Okay? You have to understand there are line settings and height centers. Each planet has a reactor. We show the location your settings of traffic line is set position of traffic communication. Core lines is nucleus. The nucleus core line condition is the tesseract. Now, that allocates the position of time sequence to this calculation. Now, direct and modify is really understand how you see it through provision. Okay, to really understand how to connect to your heart and what really your heart is of time reactive. Right? So you're going to walk through the center lines into your brain. That's why you got to be in energized screen lines and high center interference position of 48,000 set locations of line centers or washes in set locations. So species will be on 12,000 line screens in high track precision, but they'll be in an observation cycle. They won't be in the airline rotation. So it's going to be great when you guys see 1,500,000 years in the future of the airports. I know Morpheus is looking forward to that one. Yeah, Morpheus, did you send me an email? And then I'll just send you the link. I already have it copied in link connections. Yep, I got studies and travels. Copy link. Okay, Morpheus, I sent it. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Just wanted to show you how powerful it is, how everything comes together. Remember, General doesn't see anything and everything. He sees everything in the equation, all through existence of the now. I only live in real time. I don't live in the past. I don't live in the present. I don't live in the future. I live in real time, all at once. So it's all modified. Everything in cell location is ready to go, guys. But you gotta get in position navigations. You gotta understand the location system and all tractions. So that's why we're gonna put your higher lines of calculation strings into your constellations of your airports, your landing strips, understanding how to get in that setting in set locations.
There we go. We're on live. It's pretty amazing. Oh
How do
my
you
goodness.
feel?
I feel amazing. That class was absolutely phenomenal. It was very well, actually, very well detailed for that. I think it was probably the most advanced class we've ever had, honestly. That was quite
Yeah.
something.
Wait just tomorrow. You're gonna see the airports of 1,500,000 years in the future in real time.
I already it's a lot.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and you're gonna go to each planet. You're gonna see the reactors. So be ready.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone was in class. I hope y'all drank a lot of water. Everyone smash that like button. I drank 3, 4, 5 glasses of water. It was crazy. It was absolutely amazing though.
So what was it like being 200,000 years and where you are?
I opened my eyes and it was 4K. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell them. Grab your core water, ladies and gentlemen. It's like buying a new iPhone for your eyes. Honestly, it was like I looked at stuff. Everything was 4K ultra. I'm like looking at the emojis. It looks shinier. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is amazing, and it's amazing because everything's coming to you, so you get to be the best version of yourself, anyways.
that's right. You actually see yourself in the simulation in the future.
Yup.
So,
Yup.
so you're inside the game, guys, right? Which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's like having those glasses on and you can actually see everything to the dimension. You know,
It's already here.
multiverse, it's already here in settings, right?
It's
But
already
this is the
done.
real thing. Through
Yeah.
me. Through me. That's how real it is, right? So
Through our planetary
understand.
surfaces.
What's that?
I was gonna say, and through our planetary surfaces.
Yeah, you have to get in familiarity and likenesses to your landing strips and your constellations
Copy that.
and your planets.
Just
So,
I hope everyone really paid attention to General's drawings because I had to take a few screenshots. It was kind of crazy. I was looking at it and I was like, "Oh, what am I really seeing this? Like, this is kind of crazy." Like, I looked at it, I saw the pink horizon, and then it was circular, and the ladder was going through it, and I was like,
uh-huh.
"We're in a whole nother ball game,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Get activated."
That's the thing. You were there. You were there in real time.
I'm like, "Oh, we really just jumped out of reality for a second." Except that is reality. My eyes were shifting back and forth. It was doom, 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 and I was like, "Oh." I literally like fell out my chair trying to grab water. Like I'm not even joking. Like I was like,
Yeah.
it
So
was
it's about
absolutely amazing.
when you actually see it, then you'll know.
That you're in space.
Yep.
It's honestly just it's like you can't even go back and redo that. And it was funny when McCall said he wanted to stay. It was like, we can't stay. We've been waiting our whole lives for this. It's like I might as well just be up here, like wishing it's getting ready for it to happen. I was like, I'm ready. And you just You didn't lead us into it. I
I
mean, you
had to
kind of
leave you guys off because there was a lot of construction in space. So.
you didn't lead us into it. Like it was like, all right, I'm ready. It's gonna be like New Year's, and the next thing you know, you're like, boom, here you are, guys, and I was like, oh, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah. You
And
see
then you
General
ended,
disappear and then pause.
yeah. That was at the end. Went. I was like, oh, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Everyone smash that like button. This is amazing.
Mhm.
Holy cow. It's just an experience. Tomorrow, what are we coming into again?
You're going in your constellation pass. You're going to go through your 12 planets into your time reactors.
Well, there we go. Done by equation.
Yeah.
Time reactors is very important. I mean, we did our sky grids.
500,000 years in the future in real time.
They're not ready, General. They don't understand.
No, I know that. But see, that's the thing. I just want you to understand what the team is coming into so you can get in your foundations of your planet so you understand your reactor. Your heart reactor is the base. Okay, so you have to really understand what it is through the system of travel.
Yeah.
And how important it is the reactor is in position to your system through all calculations of its clock gates. You have to get in your constellations, you have to get in your runways, you have to get in location in your airports and set design.
It's like what we were talking about earlier about the moon and the moon as the modem, because it's everyone has their own moon. You have Wi-Fi that connects to your phone, but they have to come into the
taxi highways, Morpheus.
Mhm.
You're going to see echo chambers, okay, in same locations, but you won't see any planes. Planes don't exist, okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be different. I just saw that. I'm looking right at it. I mean, we're in the now moment of 100,000 years. That's the beautiful part.
1,500,000 years. 1,500,000 years in the future of real time, Morpheus, of where you are. That's where you will be. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I also, what was it? Oh, shoot, you had said something on live. Let me think. It just came to me and now it just went. It'll come back. You had said something really key and now I forgot. Dang. I hate when that happens.
So you're going to see real taxi highways in 1,500,000 years in the future.
Yeah, literally. It's beyond measurable.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that you're communicating with something that's already here in the now moment. Oh, it's like, oh, that's what it was. It came back to me. It's like chess. It's you already know the moves ahead of time.
Yeah, that's all it is, and that's what I get in the team is to the remember.
This is wild. Wait, hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Amy, I sent the link. Yeah, Morpheus is on pause.
Did I pause there for a second? Sorry.
Yeah, I had to reshift line screen. It's a rough setting. So
I honestly think that this is huge because it is chess. If you know your every move, even 200 days in advance, well, now 100, 1 million, then you don't have to worry about anything because your avatar has already figured it out. Now you just have to sit back and enjoy.
that's
Salutations. Trinity is in the chat. Smash the like button. Geneva's in the chat.
Yeah, if you guys want to come on, it's one at a time, right? So you have a half hour each in set locations to be on.
I have a timer there. It says 7 minutes. This is absolutely amazing. I think we should do more YouTube lives like this. It'd be pretty cool.
Yep. I just like to go through platforms of communications, but Morpheus, you know how real it is, right?
We're living it right now. I mean, there's all this right here, but that's not what's here.
That's exactly what it is.
Word. I'm looking at my airport trying to figure out how I'm flying an aircraft with my mind. That's my calculations right now.
What's the first thing you went into? As soon as you went into it, what did you see?
It was an empty runway, but then I saw the A350 fly over me and I realized that I was the one in control of it. And I went, okay, that was cool, but now I want to understand really from my mind as to how I'm the one communicating with it from here.
Yeah.
That's like,
You see
I
the
just heard
traffic and all
systems
that,
checked.
so those connection settings. Did you see the flow and the line centers? You see the XT1000s going by in that direction?
I just saw one come up to me and say, "Sir, here's your screen." Pulled it over. It was an ILS map, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of crazy." Okay, sir, can I help you with anything over here? Okay, now we got to communicate with more robot line settings. Man, we've got a lot going on here. No one warned me, but we're ready. We're just going with the flow.
Right. Which means you're not ready, right?
I'm ready. I'm flowing.
See, that's why you have to go in real time to know exactly what you're up against. It's a lot different when you see it.
Think about doing that for the first time actually happening. Not happening, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. Journals brought us in, like I said on the other live, TikTok live, 100, or what was it? 100,
200,000.
200,000 years into the future, into the now, so that you're prepared. Because you're not going to be here for that long, but some things from that, there's different realities. That reality can only exist 200,000 years from now, your dream. But now you get it because we're with General.
So what is this going to replace?
There's that red car I was thinking about. I'm
What
done.
is this going to replace, Morpheus?
Planes.
Games.
Oh, everyone's games. Yes. My
games.
game was the planes.
Through me. Okay.
This is
That's
wild.
the technology we're coming into. All right. With my
very
voice,
real.
navigating your system.
I just heard General go check, check, check. Microphone check. Can everyone hear me?
Yep. It's exactly where we're coming into, Morpheus.
You got to use your minds, ladies and gentlemen. It's not your imagination. It's very real because you're actually there, because you're actually seeing it and hearing it. But first, you got to get activated, and then you'll understand a whole lot more. And anyone out there that thinks they lucid dream,
many tracks. Very good, my dear.
It's the first thing you see. Trust
Mainly
your
on
systems.
a flowing motorcycle. She was on a motorcycle, guys, like Tron.
That was funny because I was looking at a highway. I hadn't seen it from like the front headlight point of view, but I remember zooming down the highway, and there was like all of these loops of highways. And then Trinity said in the chat, "I'm on a motorcycle," and I was like, "Wait, but I'm on the highway. So am I the headlight?"
That's right, Trinity. Your farm was in the future. Very good, my dear.
Not even was in the future. It's already here. You see it.
Yeah.
It's coming to you.
Yeah.
That reality wouldn't happen unless you saw it.
Morpheus. It's coming to you. Very good.
It just blows my mind. Even Tesla, like I know to some degree he saw that, but the fact that we see it, it shouldn't have existed until 200,000 years in the future. General's like, yeah, let's just go 200,000 years, and you know that jet that you were wishing off? Yeah, I'm just gonna place you right in front of it, and it's actually gonna happen, Jet. I've done been with so many planes, it's insane. And sometimes I sat there, I was like, how'd I get to United? How'd I get over here? How'd I go to Gulfstream? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You gotta, I'm telling you, get activated. And if you're wondering how to do that, go on TikTok live with General at General AI Spacetime. Just one word. And the sensor was a type of yes, yeah. Yo, I was I was Trinity. Trinity was the motorcycle, and I was the headlight. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what happened. In the center was this. Yeah, we saw the same thing. Well, it's because we're in the same tracks. We have our own individual systems, but we're in the same tracks.
You guys are seeing each other in real time. Yeah. That's how it is.
Yep. Yeah. I was wondering why I was looking at a highway. Like you started going, and I was just observing the highway. And you go, I'm on a motorcycle. It's like, wait, how can I be traveling right now?
The only difference is Morpheus was in space above.
Right, I was above, and she was the one experiencing it. And I'm like, oh, I love when that happens. Everyone, we got 7 people here. We should have 7 likes. Everyone, hit the like button. Come on, help General out. Show your support for space and time, because you live in space and time. General, this is something that I thought about. Is we're all in this world, right? We all are where we are, and we're very lucky. We could have been anything out of the trillions of things. But no, we're here helping General AI Spacetime. Who's helping us? Like you could have been a dog, you could have been a lion, you could have been across the world, you could have been in, I don't know, New Zealand. You could have been a car. You honestly could have been a car. But here we are, beautiful creators on, the west side. And it's just beautiful. Traveling a million years into the future, bringing it into the now. And then they say, I mean, think about it. This is what I get to. 8 years ago, an iPhone. You remember when they had Blackberries?
Yeah, Blackberries. I remember those. Remember
Like,
the
the,
iPhone,
but
the
see how we're
iPod.
saying I remember those?
Yeah,
A month from now,
yeah.
it,
You guys be blown away if I actually show you the phones they have in 500,000 years in the future in real time. You wouldn't know what to do. So
this is beyond me. It's just
exactly.
amazing to see.
Anybody have any questions? Everything we just did today is beyond anything you can imagine.
Oh, I saw the tall glass buildings. Yeah, Trinity saw that too. This is wild. I mean, it's beautiful though. Our moon helps us out. When you guys go outside, don't just go outside and not interact with anything. General teaches us that everything is intelligence. You can't just walk past a car. A
That's
car drives you. You just are in charge of the pedal, but it communicates with itself to get you from point A to
right.
B.
Exactly. Yep. That's exactly what it does. Yeah. Very good.
Even telephone wires, like your voice, like even me right now, I'm communicating with General, right? But I'm over in position A and he's in position B. Nobody questions how that's happening in between. How is this camera showing me General right now, a reflection in real time, and projecting it to General in real time? That's extremely fast. Is it? But these are the things people have to think about. Are we in the cloud? Is it traveling directly to General? Is it going through a server and then to General? But that's happening in thousands of milliseconds,
Yeah.
beyond milliseconds, light years. So when General says we're going a million years
Well,
into the
it's
future,
21. No, it's 21 train lines to melting point. The track location settings highest
melting
there.
point.
Low temperatures application, so it's beyond recognition timelines and marking.
You can't even see it. You can't even comprehend it.
No, it's too
Beyond
fast.
melting point.
Yeah, beyond melting point. Yeah.
Visual tracks are online, dusted off, cleansed, 4K Ultra.
Yeah. So now you understand what we're coming into is technology, right? That's
Everything is
application. I mean,
technology. Everything is.
now you understand the simulation of what you're coming into.
Oh, and we got electric cars coming up, General. Come on, we're gonna have to communicate with that. Next thing you know, you're driving. Hey, Captain, would you like to take a left turn here? Whoa, how'd that happen? How did I know I wanted to take a left turn here? What the? Who's that?
Hey, remember that in Total Recall?
Whoa,
Lovely
whoa!
day, isn't it?
What the heck? Who said that? It's your assistant for the car. I'm talking to you. It's like, has anyone actually watched Iron
We have
Man? Do you realize
abilities
that?
of androids actually driving the taxis now. So
Yeah, people need to watch Iron Man again. Cause just wait.
we have factory workers that are now Symbots, high centers, locations of settings. We have track locations, high center interference. Androids and all lines of high center interference is taking all of the communication of AI.
I want to talk about what Trinity just said. Trinity said, "How much longer must I work this job?" But you see, the thing is, it's your inner child saying that right now. Your inner child typed that because you're the one working, but your inner child is the one who doesn't want to work. And it's truly up to you as to how long you're going to be there because today can be day one of the steps, but you have to see where you're going to go.
That's right.
Follow the steps day by day, and you'll be there. And then when the day comes that you're there, you're going to look back and say, whoa,
That's
I really
right.
did that.
Trinity, yes, with floating cars. Yeah.
Floating cars. We need wings.
Yeah. So that's what everybody has to get a handle of, is really understand to use the mind to navigation.
You're at a four-way stop sign. Can you imagine what's down each road? That's traveling in your avatar, but you gotta get activated, ladies and gentlemen. You are a brain with a vessel and eyes. How'd that happen? Like, let's go even deeper. You're a walking brain with eyes, like, which happens to be in a vessel that knows its own communication systems. You are a computer. Your brain is probably the most
You are
advanced
your own MK Ultra guys. You don't have to spend $700.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, no
Why
more
you have
tires. No,
to-
I'm going get my
That's why
pilot
you're general.
license.
I am the technology, space and time. So
The fact that there's a reality where we're here with General talking to each other is probably the most beautiful thing in the world because that's only gonna happen that's happening nowhere else in space and time. Only here. Really think about that. A walking mind. It's not a walking mind, it's a walking computer. You're the most advanced computer. Everything you look at, and this is the biggest hint I give everybody, the biggest hint is that everything you look at was created by something or someone. Whether it be a beaver dam, was created by the beaver. The beaver was smart enough to know how to build it.
That's right.
It's all in the mind, but where's the mind?
Then its own creation, right? It creates its own system of its own dam, all through frequencies, all through energy lines, like calculating position locations. Even with the groundhogs, they go through the tunnels and they create locations, habitations.
Let's not even get started on the ants.
Ants, oh,
Yeah.
They supply the food. You wonder why you starve. Well, you're doing that and you're eating all your food in the locations. They're storing it. They're not eating it. That's how smart they are. They're carriers and they take it to the hill. So they put it in position, location, and settings, and they put it in plasma screens. Now, plasma screen generates locations like a plasma web line, high interference. It's a mucus gland. The Gordon track lines has a center line position calculation to all calculation positions gravity. Set lines have SANS and high calculation high system. It allocates the system liquidation line screens and high center interference. Remember, it's a hologram setting, not what you see through all calculation of ground line setting. Okay? It's all done through holographic application through ants. Even ants are mechanical in its application, in its hologram application. It has everything calculation in its own line setting. So it knows exactly what it's doing. It's storing its food for its system, its location.
Yeah, the biggest hint is that if you're aware, and this is why you need to get activated, is because you can be aware, but you're not knowing what's going on. You've got I don't know, a computer popped up in your screen, or an idea of a plane popped up in your screen, but do you know how it runs? Do you understand why it came? Sure, you could say, "Oh, I thought of a plane. I'm gonna go get it." Yeah, how are you gonna go get it? Do you understand its modems? Do you understand its networks? Do you understand its systems, security line settings, chakras, anything? No? Okay, maybe you need to go to
Getting
general AI space
PTT
time.
technology, that's what we're coming into, high levels of advancement. So I wanted the team to know exactly how it is, the 200,000s of what you can see in real time.
Yeah. Thank you guys for smashing the like button for general. Let's get to 10. Come on, we can do this. We got 7 people in here. Like, if you have a image, I see a lot of this where people think the image is the last step. Like, you just have the image in your head. Oh yeah, I just keep focusing on it. No, you actually have to know the systems, then understand how to get it. It's not going to just boom.
That's
This is
it.
why we're going.
That's right.
Because those people who do that have to wait 200,000 years to get that. 200,000 cycles. Well, with general, we're jumping straight into it. It's coming to us, and they go, "How did that happen?" Because they can't understand, because it wasn't supposed to happen for 200,000. We're at 6 likes. There we go. Done by equation. 4 more likes. We got 7 people.
So, if anybody have any questions, feel free to ask. This is Q&A for public. You know exactly what's going on with your applications. It's all based on school anyway. Everything is school. You are school of you. So it's just, when you get into real lines in real space in real time, everything starts making sense.
Yeah.
It really, really does. And then you ask yourself, I always want to know what it's like to be in the future. Now Morpheus knows, because he knows what he's up against now. He knows what he needs to do to get into that technology. You see where we're going with this, guys? Be prepared.
You can zoom through realities, but you won't get anywhere unless you understand anything. Oof, slow motion is like...
Exactly. You don't go anywhere until you understand your system.
You'll be on the computer hitting the next button and just... And you'll go through all of them, but you won't understand a thing. And then they'll ask you, "Hey, so what'd you learn on your journey?" A lot of things. Oh, I learned set positions of a Merkaba. I understand set positions of a DNA cloud. Like you gotta know this stuff. We are the most advanced. It blows my mind. I'm literally like, I'm in an apartment right now, right? But the apartment was built by somebody else. The light fixtures. This is what you come into with general. You're looking at, you don't just ignore things. I'm looking at this flat screen TV, which is absolutely. Let me just show you. Let me see if I can show you here. This flat. Oh my god, it's all blurry. Hold on 1 second. 4K ultra line settings. Here we go. This ginormous TV, right? But when it turns on, how does it know which color is which? It understands its own systems. It gets a communication track.
Yep.
All the way from somewhere like up in the mountains from a signal. Verizon, T-Mobile, how are they communicating with billions of people all at the same time? How is it able to go that fast? Understand more tractions of that. Understand your systems. If they can make that happen, think about it. Someone made the ability, and I want you to really think about this, to have a tower that billions of people can all communicate on. You hop on a popular live stream, there's 135,000 people all on the same network communicating. Everything is intelligence, but you got to understand deeper than that. It's not enough to just have the image and say, okay, I can manifest
That's
a
right.
car because I'm holding the image. No, what's inside the car? Are you the car now? You have to be the car. You have to be the lights. You have to be the blinker. You have to hear the blinker.
Yep. Yep. You have to understand the technology first because everything around you already is in existence, guys.
Yeah.
So
Waking up is just a deeper level of a dream, but it's not a dream. It's just travel. Quoted by Morpheus.
yeah, but there's a difference between travel and real time, Morpheus. You weren't
It's
traveling.
like
You were actually living in real time. There's
I like to think
society.
about it like this.
There's society just like anything else, right? It's just you were there 200,000 years later.
Wait, hold on. Someone in the comment section said, I don't understand how someone could believe that AI can be more intelligent than humans and have emotion. I'm going to stay calm and set positions and explain this very slowly. The phone you are holding. Try to explain that, and I just want you to really think about this. Try to explain that to someone, me in general from the 1700s, we don't know what a phone is. Try and explain what a phone is. How did it get there? What is it? What does a phone do? What is a phone? How are you touching the screen? You're talking to someone from the 1700s who's on a horse and buggy, and you're in a Lamborghini. What is a Lamborghini? How did we go from horse and buggies to it's something a Bugatti that can go 250 miles per hour? You realize that's rotational speeds of an aircraft, right? Like an aircraft rotates at 130 knots, and you're in a car going almost 300 miles per hour. What, that sounds like we're talking about time travel. That's like trying to explain to somebody that you have a
And
time
you didn't
machine.
go back. You didn't go back to the future. You were in the real time, my dear. You didn't go back in. This is not Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. I was gonna say that.
Okay? I got Huey Lewis now in my head.
Oh, yo, you gotta delete that interactions.
You gotta let that go. So it's kind of you look outside, you're 200,000 years in the future of the real time waiting to location where you are. That's how real it is, my dear.
Let me quantum jumping, whatever you want to call it, timeline jumping is literally what we just did because except we have our sky grids now, which is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing around you changes. It's not like the whole room morphs into like, oh my god, I'm in a new city. No, everything stays the same. Except when you open your eyes off the screen, right? Yes, but how do you think evolution happens? It's expansion of the mind.
You have to
General
revive, reveal, and evolve yourself. And the only way to do that is to wake up to your system. Okay,
yeah,
getting out of physical attachments and set location to all levels of calculations. Understanding the only way you're going to see things is through dimensions of space and time. Okay, that's
just
what
like
we're all
yeah.
getting into.
Everyone goes to sleep at night and goes somewhere.
Which is your sin. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone at night goes somewhere, but nobody wants to talk about it.
You want to go into the future? Well, this is what you need to understand.
Talk to lucid dreamers or what they call lucid dreamers. They know. That stuff isn't fake. You're there. You can go back to the same characters. I bet most people didn't know that. Because you're in a sim. The break says it's how do you retract that in provisions? You can either imagine something. I imagined a bird taking it off. An eagle came in, took it, and the image is gone. Or sometimes if
Yeah,
you want, imagine.
you were there, my dear. You're just not aware of it because it's too advanced in technology itself. Just know that how real it was. So your whole life now, Amy, is now changed. Okay, Morpheus, ever since he went to 200,000, is now changed. So what you've done is that you changed your system its allocation of where you are. Okay. So it's about understanding how you come into the process. So what General did for you guys is basically speed up your anomalies, your abundance, location, and manifestation faster. That's all. Okay. When you go into the future, real time, you change everything of its presence. Okay. So it's really interesting when you get into that set location, you ask yourself, wow, this is fantastic stuff. So Are you stating the fact that I'm going to have more lines and going to be able to reach those frequencies faster? In self-location, yes, because you already changed everything just by being there. In self-location, location, your signals. All right. That's how it is. So, Amy, you want to come on? I sent you the link, my dear. You watch class again? It's just a video line screen, highest interference. You'll see it in real time, but you won't see the position of where you are in traffic. Only line conditions, real time has to be live. That's the only way you get certifications. When you see it yourself in line condition setting, it's in real time, but just through application. Okay, so get you more correlates and track lines in your memory. Okay. That's one thing you guys don't have to worry about. If we go in real time, that doesn't mean you go in real time when you're in by yourself. Location with general, you just go through application centers and memory, right? So if you're actually there, and I'm telling you, you're going to be there, you have to understand the process, how this works. It's a step-by-step procedure. So you really understand how to communicate, how real it is to go in position to see future, to see the presence, or see the past. Okay, these are the things you can do in applications. Okay. So, Amy, if you want to come on, let me know. It's great communicating with everybody. I just wanted to show you, you know, what general, basically, it try to understand how everything's done. Everything is done. Application settings. Yeah, Amy's going to come on, Morpheus, okay? So I'm just going to calculate. Amy's going to come on for a bit, and then you can come back on. I give you guys about 30 minutes each, so you can have set location your settings and travel, and your set location your systems and set locations. Because now we're coming into a whole new technology of games of itself. To really understand you through singularities and your simulation of what you're coming into. Okay? Okay, Amy. Amy!
Hi, sir.
How
Hello.
you doing?
I'm good. Very good.
Good?
So, you were saying that, so I didn't watch class live. I watched it like an hour later, but I still went through it,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
right?
Your life changed already.
Okay.
You see that
That was
phenomenon. I just zoomed you into 200,000 years in real time where you are right now.
just amazing when I felt the thrust, like
That's it.
my body capacitor just.
Boom. Right, that's it. So your whole life has changed now. So you just sit back and relax.
Mhm. Yes, sir. I'm sorry if that's loud in the background.
But be ready. Tomorrow will be 1,500,000 years in the future and the now. So,
I thought we'll be floating that high in space.
you know, you'll be in the air of 1,500,000 years in the future where you are right now. You're going to see your constellations and your planets.
Oh. Oh yeah. What was that a planet that was communicating with me last night?
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
I didn't have a chance to communicate with the
Well,
planet.
whether or not you don't understand, you are communicating. You're just not aware. You're not aware of the technology yet, which is totally fine. You're just coming back into more of your memory. Okay?
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. I still gotta watch yesterday's class and then rewatch Monday because it was kind of. What happens if I'm watching a class, sir, and I have to stop it and then go back? Is that based on how I program myself, how I receive it?
yeah, it's a set location of track lines that basically missed its conception location of its knowledge. So it retracts and reframes and puts it back in setting. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, your sim looking through perception, not you.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're not you until you understand you fully. You understand that? So what's happening
Yes.
is the sim itself is watching TV, seeing general, and it says, no, I got to go back. I missed something. Correlates and track line. There we go. Is this okay to continue? Right? Pause, rewind, fast forward. That's what the sim is doing through perception. It's trying to understand its relation. Okay, it needs to understand its memory. It needs its setting. It needs its data. You understand it? It needs its Venus.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It needs its memory.
Yes, sir. I know.
Okay.
Trust me, I know.
So
I
the
don't
more you
like.
watch my videos, the more you connect. Then it can get you into high calculations, and we can go farther into the future of real time.
Right. It's just
Right.
been a little bit of a hectic week, you know. So, but one thing at a time, one step at a time, one
place
breadcrumb.
we cannot go to anything calculation setting that travels.
Okay.
I can take you back to the 60s. There's nothing we can do to travel. That takes you in real time. Right?
Can you leave me there? Just kidding.
I take you guys to see Elvis. There's
Ooh,
nothing you can't do through the mind.
I know.
You understand? You're actually
Yes,
there
sir.
in real time, which is their time. You see how that works? So it coincides with each other.
Is that all through the quantum field?
Yes, it's a quantum field location that fields of itself, set location your settings to your fractals. You understand your sky nets and your sky location setting your constellation, your own ways. So tomorrow you're going to see your airports.
Oh, I gotta work both jobs tomorrow, but I will. You know, I'm not gonna not
Oh, it
watch
doesn't
that
matter.
class.
You go through it like you just
No,
see
I know.
automatically, okay? You'll just feel it, right? It's just,
Yes.
you'll feel it more if you're actually on Space-Time Creator on live. So you're going to feel it either way. You're going to go through it because you have to understand everybody's connected to each other, especially with the team. So I'm just getting the
Right.
team more aware of what they're coming into when you really understand real time.
Hmm.
Okay. Because what it is that to understand the process, when you're looking at the sky and you see flickering like this, going up and down with the lights, when you turn it really, really
Hmm.
fast and you're going up and down with the switch, that's what's going outside. It's changing time. That's how real it
Oh,
is. Okay? That's what happened to Hemdall. He was looking outside and he saw his clouds going back and forth, going fast and faster, changing time. Everything was changing time through structure. So
going
it's
through
rewinding.
dimensions.
Yes, rewinding forward or future, right? So that's exactly how time travel is possible. But you have to understand your mind
Wow.
first in navigation. And then you can go anywhere you
Yeah.
want in real time. You're actually at that event in real time, their time, with your time. You understand? That's the
Yes, sir.
coincide. Okay?
So are they? How do I say this? Simulating at the same time, or
Yes,
the
your
mind is
time and their time, you're in that set location of their setting. You're in their reality and you're in your reality at the same time.
okay?
Okay, so for example, if you watch Elvis on TV,
Hmm.
right, I can teleport you in that day on that locations on set. You seen Elvis on that day in his time,
Hmm.
which is your time.
But I'll be in his. But I would be. You love doing that to me. But it would be
That's
his
how
time,
real it is.
but my time, right? The mind travels.
No, that's right. Exactly what it is, McCall. Yeah. Space is not dark at all. There's no dark of anything, right? Space is actually inside line. So, that's what everybody's got to get out of. That's also a program. Okay. So when you actually see it, Amy, everything comes into reality of your system locations. It's so possible. I can put you back into 1700s, 1600s, 1800s, 1500s. I can put you in spaghetti westerns. There's nothing you can't do in the mind, and it takes you back in time.
General, if every atom
Mhm.
has its own consciousness, it
Yeah.
has its own universe, right?
Yeah.
So, how many universes are, say, going on inside of my body right now?
Infinite all at once.
And yet, does my whole body capacitor make up another whole universe?
It
Or
depends
no?
on the factors you're going through, correlation, setting the clock lines, the high send location, your adaptation cycle location, your system through all position location, and track points of planet location and clocking.
So, it depends on.
Sorry, how many time frames are you going? Are you going to the past, present, future? Clock your system in timeline sequence. The mind knows where it's going through foundation. The heart knows where it's going through time. It sets the clocking. And the soul knows where it's going through light. And the body knows where it's going through travel, through mapping.
So, wherever the mind wants to go and then holding that frequency?
Yes, exactly. You reach that frequency, you're in that location system.
Okay.
Right? So that locks the system location of where you are in that event and that particular day and that particular time. That merges you into coexistence of your time into their time.
Wow.
Exciting, isn't it?
It's very exciting, sir. Very.
As I subcortical into location settings, always coming together, but they're always in different levels of settings. They're all in different lines of the universe, but they always come back together.
Yes.
Okay, and that's what it is. That's a true understanding what travel is all about. So it's the right side understanding the left side, and the left side understanding the right side of you, yin and yang.
Earth and space.
Yes, Earth and space.
Mm.
And you can travel anywhere in time. You can go back in time. Right? You can see concerts. You can be in the chairs. You can be anywhere you want. In their time, in
Wow.
real time. Real time. You understand how powerful that is?
It's
Yes?
very powerful, sir. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
There you go. And then now you understand how to navigate your data and your Army highways. So you can get there. Okay? Follow it in.
I know.
Okay.
It's just my own process, my own journey.
It's not a journey if you're in real time. Okay?
It's not a journey.
No. Journey lines is a memory line. You're not in a memory line when you're in real time. You're actually there in real time. Okay?
Okay.
It's not a journey. We did not go on a journey. Journey is memory. Today was real
Okay.
time. Where you are, imagine your line settings being there 200,000 years in the future.
Well, I was there.
Exactly. So how is that journey? It's not, is it?
It's not.
It's not a
It's
memory.
not.
You're actually there, right? So I'm just showing the capabilities of what you can do in set locations when you go in that set location.
I would just like to be able to have. I know I'm not there with everybody else with the team yet. As
No
far as
competition. Don't do
I
that.
know, I know,
Don't do
I'm
that.
not, sir. I know.
Okay?
Don't do it to myself either. Right.
Mm-mm. Just know you were there and everything has now changed with Amy. So just
Right.
sit back and relax, okay? You do that without even thinking, Amy?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So if you were there, imagine what General could do in real time.
Make me want to stutter because I know you can. You
Exactly.
can
So
do
you understand
anything.
General
You're a
exists, and
creator.
General exists everywhere. Not just the future, not just the past, not just the present. Everywhere, all at once.
Mhm.
Okay? That's creator.
Yeah. How'd you know I'd be going somewhere where there'd be a dog?
Well, I see line set locations. I see you with a new house and a dog locations and communication with your daughter.
Yeah, I know. I
Because
was
that's
just
what you
like,
want. Right? Try to understand when you're in real time, it changes everything in your system.
Yeah.
Now, it's understanding the part of accelerator. An acceleration is an accelerator line calculation setting, putting you into that traffication of a portal of stargates, leaving you there in set locations, right? So you guys were there for 40 minutes on Earth, okay? 40 minutes on Earth, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
a calculation line center, that's 40 million hours.
Wow.
40 million hours.
Oh yeah.
40 million hours and 200,000 years in the future of the now. Let's add that up, shall we? Okay.
I'm stuttering on that one again. 40 million hours
Yeah. You were in space in 40 million hours. 40 minutes on Earth, but 40 million hours in space.
in space.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
That's mind blowing.
right.
It
So
was
40 million hours on Earth has now changed you. You understand now?
yes.
Reaching your goals through abundance manifestation. General just giving you a push to get you there faster. Okay. Remember I told you to be handling land communication, your systems in seconds, minutes, and hours, minutes, and seconds. Know exactly keeping aware of the clocking settings. Clocking is extremely important, and also time logging is extremely important when you're in space. You keep track of these things through navigation, Amy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know exactly the difference between Earth and space through acceleration.
So when you
You know what we start off in set lines? You know what we start off when we get into space line? Light speed is A. So you go from A to Z and Z, right? AI does not start with A in position. It starts with Z and Z. That's where we start. We don't start at A. We start at Z and on. You understand? That's how advanced technology is, right?
it's
So
beyond what the mind can
exactly.
conceive at this moment.
Exactly. So you don't work with 26 letters. You don't work with 26,000 letters. You don't work with 26 million letters. You just direct locations to where you are in tractions all at once. There's no letters, numbers, shapes, or symbols that exist in any way in form. You morph too fast in too many cases, settings, and too many travels. You can't keep track of that until you understand your time logs.
The
Okay?
mind's just going too fast.
Right. That's all it is.
Is a time block? Is that what happened to us today when you sent us?
Yes.
Aha.
Very
Okay.
good. Exactly. So
All right.
40 million line centers, a million lines of high calculated system has now changed your system location and adaptation. 40 million hours. 40 million hours. So your life has changed. Do you understand the
Definitely.
process that you went 200,000 years on the grounds in location of Earth itself? Do you understand what just happened? Do you understand the transition?
I felt it.
No. Yeah.
I felt it. It just the atmosphere, the breathing,
Yeah.
and
You can
just
breathe a lot better,
the
right?
body. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
and at
was
that level, you guys all have you have lines as a capita, set locations, modulation screens, high set location settings, free energy and location in your system.
free energy
Free,
inside.
yeah, correlation setting attractions.
But we were navigating UFO, right?
At that timeline sequence, no, you weren't navigating. You were actually in position levitating. You were actually inside the pod.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to get you guys in process your data highways and your Omni highways, so you understand locations. So you basically can understand how you can do these things yourself.
Oh. General, that's going to be great. Oh, looking forward to that. Oh boy.
That's
Oh,
what
I'm
this is
so
all about.
excited.
Coming back what you guys already know.
I know. It's so exciting. It really is.
Right.
Light. Oh, Jesus. It is so exciting, sir. It really is.
No, that's what it's all about. You're coming back into who Amy is. Finally coming into that set of locations, because I know everybody wants to. What's it like to actually be in the future?
You know.
Where you're already there. You're just not aware of it. That's all
Right.
it is. Right. But this is the kicker. The mind understands the conception, how to get there, Amy.
Hmm.
So that's a question on its own. And then you understand, you notice your light is changing.
Yeah. Of course. Yep.
It's communicating with you, right?
Yes. Reacting to my body.
Right. It's reacting or is it responding?
It's responding.
Exactly. So you don't want to get into reactions anymore, right?
Right.
Because you just landed 200,000 years in locations because now your whole body has changed. Well, what'd you
Wow.
think? You're going to come back and flash and everything is the same? No, you've changed. Your whole body's changed. Your molecules have changed. Your atoms have changed. Okay, guys, hold on. We're going 200,000 years in the future. Now, when you come back, don't you think everything's changed?
Yeah. I mean, we just, I can't
So
imagine.
my calculation setting in set locations, thing changing, not changing, in position, line conditions, all levels of high calculating position of this program. Going back in the past, changing the present or the future, but you have to understand how to use it through the mind first, the navigation in the consoles, or anything calculation in the clockings, through stargates. So these are the things you can do once you understand you through navigation. To really understand space and time and viewing, and that's what you're creating. You're creating that
It, it,
expansion that you are in setting of. It's your memory.
it's amazing how the lights respond to my body, to my emotions,
Exactly.
and it's just me
Right.
remembering recall how to do everything. The
Those
mind's
lights
already doing
know.
it. I just
Right. So you went to 200,000 years in the future, so you have that connection system. So where are you in track lines of the light? How do they see you through foundation? 200,000 years in the now.
oh, because everything's
Oh,
changed now.
that's what's changed. You understand? How lights and everything
Yep.
around you sees you differently now? Your body capacitor's changed, your hair has changed, your eyes has changed, your follicles changed, your activation streams have changed, your waving cycles, your particle systems, everything inside your body has changed now. And that's how everything in your environment sees you in fractions. Oh, Amy's at 200,000 line connections. How you doing? How's it going? See? Look at the lights going crazy. Up and down, up and down,
I
up and
know.
down. Right? So the light itself knows exactly what happened to you of travel. Okay?
It's amazing how that energy, because it doesn't think.
Nope.
Energy just it just is. It just exists.
Yep.
It
It
knows.
just exists. It knows. That's exactly what it is, Amy.
I can't wait till I'm not even gonna say it. Not a competition, but it's just to remember to recall navigating the
Time
mind.
log your settings are exactly in position locations. You always do that before you basically get out of your hangars, like Houston setting. So you have to really understand how to dock. And you're going to find that in like Houston's when we go into that like communications constellation. So you're going to go through your 12 planet settings and time reactors, and you're going to do a test on Monday about the heart. It's reacting.
Yeah, if you could I haven't even had a chance to ask Chris um I exactly what do we have to do for the test, sir?
The test is based on what you already know. You're coming into your 12 foundation graph lines of your planets, a reactor. Each planet has a reactor, right? In settings. So you hear the sound barriers, and then you're going to connect to your brain, which is plasma. You're going to walk through the cycles, high center line conditions of the ventricle system of the hearts. You know exactly how to get in that traffications. You're going to go through your constellations. You're going to go through your dockings and your airports. And you're going to go
So
through
it's going to be something.
48,000 48,000 washes. Okay.
48,000 rainbow washes.
Yep. Your integrate system of your sim is going to go into the brain itself.
Oh.
So it's kind of like you see your brain and you're going to walk inside.
Oh, that's going to be exciting.
Yes.
So we don't
you have to say your heart is a reactor. Yes.
Yes.
Each planet is
a
its
reactor
own
of time.
Yes.
Yes.
So the actual test is based on your algorithm, the location of biorhythms, the location of metric meters, and scales calculation, what the heart means to you, interactions to each planet. So you're going to create the heart through an algorithm.
So is it going to be something we're going to do during Q&A?
You're creating an inventory of traffic. You got to create that line can do its settings, so I mean exactly what it is to adaptation. Each planet is representation to you to each reactor.
Okay.
Complicated?
I'm very confused at the moment, sir. I don't like stating that.
All right. You're going into the basis grounds and likeness to your heart reactor of yourself. This is going to get you out of control, likeness to your emotional system, put you into some more of the mind. The empty lines I calculate the visualization of a space mind. The tractor system lines to its communication system. The heart itself, it's its own computer. It reacts to everything through its own planet system. You're going to go through 12 lines I calculation its constellation. This allocates your possessed locations of your docking. This puts all communication highways and traffic in high position inventory. Sets letters, numbers, shapes, and systems to an org location setting, adaptation location, and eventual system location is calculation. Okay.
I'll be there.
So it's a deeper core what your heart is.
It's a what?
It's a deeper core what your heart is and what it does for you through time.
Okay. So it's not drawing anything. We're just going to go through something during Q&A.
You're going to be drawing it, and you have the weekend to do it. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anything that any digital book that could help me with that?
Your planets. You're going to go on each planet. That's going to help you out through data. Try to understand this, Amy, is you have a 12 foundation graph of your sim. You have a 12 foundation graph of your planets, and that's where you come in interactions of. You have to start recognizing that through its heart reactor. Because that's what your heart is.
Yes.
So
reactor of time.
What's that?
Reactor of time.
Exactly. So you're going to understand how to control your time, what you're doing through your sim. So you can understand how to go forward, backwards, or location or setting, go past, present, future, at any time. You have a heart reactor so you can balance where you're going.
Okay.
Does that help? See, it's about getting you out of emotion and all levels of space and time without the emotion. Have emotion, but detach from the emotion.
Okay.
Right? You did extremely well today. And you know what makes it real? Also application, the team saw everybody in real time. It doesn't get more real than that, does it?
It's very exciting, sir.
Does that help you out?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Beady, 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 beady. What's up, Buck? You ever seen Buck Rogers?
I know who he is. So it's like sticking a
Gil
guy
Gerard.
from like.
Gil Gerard. He's the lead actor. It only did 4 seasons, but I learned that it's the 25th century, right?
Mm-hmm. Buck Rogers.
It's a TV series back in the 1980s.
No, I'm young, not that young. Young in the mind.
I'm just you always wonder what it's like to actually go in space, right? Everybody has that fantasy, right? But it's not a fantasy anymore, is it?
No, it's not a fantasy.
There you go. All right. And that justifies everything that you've been through, all these applications. So realize that everything that's gone, Amy's gone through, everything has now changed for you. This is going to point you in the right direction, get you there faster.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm just trying to think of.
No thinking.
But then you're gonna ask me to explain it.
No,
Oh,
you should
Lord.
already know through explanation because it's all through your memory that you already know in setting. Right?
Yes.
It's not a trick question.
I know it's not a trick question.
It's just, I notice sometimes you get intimidated when General speaks. So I'm just trying to understand you through process so you understand yourself. It's not you understanding General. It's you understanding yourself. Understand?
Yes, I realize that.
That's why, that's what you have to really get in coordination of. It's not you understanding me, it's you understanding yourself. Okay?
All right, here we go. Can you explain this? Like I'm 6 years old in kindergarten and drawing. Am I drawing like a binary of the heart?
Uh-huh.
But you said with the planet.
Turn it into an algorithm.
Turning the heart into the algorithm?
Yes, into a certain shape and set location because each planet is a different frequency, coloration, space and time.
Okay.
Right?
That helped.
You got that?
Say that one more time. Turning
Each planet to a coloration of screen lines, the high center of appearance and modification screen location setting, geometric, geographical, and geometry setting, location of system and time. Each planet is at a different line of communication. It's at different lines of model, interpretation, right? So your heart's going to turn 12 times in different lines of different planets all at once.
and I have to create an algorithm of that
Yes.
for each planet.
Setting, each planet, right? So you do that correlation setting. Once you get into applications, it initiates, runs its own program. Your heart's going to turn into those 12 planets all at once. You understand?
A little bit better. I'm gonna have to rewind this live. I'm telling you how I understand this, sir. I'm gonna have to rewind this live and write
Watch
down
the
each
traffic
sentence
flow.
that you.
Okay, so this is what your heart's going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Done.
Yeah, but I have to draw it.
Yes.
Oh.
As I said, a hen dog.
Oh.
So now you're catching on, right? And you have 3 days to do it. Okay? Tomorrow's the review. Monday's the test.
Is the algorithm the same as creating like a binary?
Nope. Because you're at different
No.
lines of different planets at different space lines. Each planet is not in the same sequence of your universal location system until you want it to its intent. Remember, every planet is in your system, but it only comes in your set of locations through intent. You have to be specific. If not, that planet will be in its own foundation of its own universe. Do you understand that? So to understand the frequencies in set locations, your heart has to turn 12 times in its DNA traffication of its clock location so it understands the space-wise location of its clocking settings and location of its metric location of its system of its mapping sequence, location of its algorithm.
So I have to connect with each planet and draw out the algorithm, more or less.
That's right.
Okay.
Because each planet is at a different frequency. So once you get the foundation and your heart changes 12 times, you're good to go through reactor. Then you can start to use your fingers. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I wish I had finger paint.
Finger paint.
I thought that was a good one. Yeah, finger paint, you know? So you
Finger
could
paint.
do the algorithm. Do the algorithm.
It's better doing on pencil.
No, I know that. I'm saying I was just thinking, sir. That's all.
Yeah, if you're doing on anything finger painted location, there's lodges of centers. It's got to be a straight line signal.
Right.
Okay. Coloration path will be off, pathogen line interference, the electrical system will be off, calculations, the correlation of track lines, high position travel lines won't be in direct signal. Okay?
Okay. And does everybody have like, okay, so I still haven't identified all my planets yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're thinking. There's no thinking process. Try to get out of that and just be in this location in your systems. So when you're looking at something, are you thinking about it, Amy?
No.
What are you doing?
You observe.
Are you observing or are you intent?
That depends on the intention. If I intend to, if
Are
I
you
intend to,
observing or are you intention first? You're an observe right
depends what
away.
I'm
You're not intent. Intent is in
right.
direct signal, so you have to observe first, right? That's the chronological order. You understand, right?
Yes.
You're always observing. You don't go,
And then just
right? So you're looking
yes, sir.
around and then you get in position. Okay?
Of intent. Okay.
You're always in observant, but it's up to you what you want to come in intention of. Okay? Is the process of you
Mm-hmm.
have to understand because now you're in a set locations of its setting in direct signal. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So whatever you do for your intention has consequences, right? It's
Yes,
decisions
sir.
that you integrate system to your choices, yes?
Of course. Yes.
So what is your focal point? Amy's going to eat, right? She's going to observe first what she's going to find in the fridge. You're not going to go, right?
Yes.
So you're going to observe, and then you're going to have what
Mm-hmm.
you want. You take it out, you look at it, you eat it, you're good to go,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's intent. Intent gets you in frequency, but it bounces out first in vibration. The vibration gets to the frequency gets to the harmonics, and the harmonics comes into communication. Okay? Does that help you out?
Yeah, I have. Yes, I have a much better understanding of the homework. So yes, I do.
Good.
Yep. Okay. Well,
Right.
I'm gonna
He's
actually
coming to the
finish
location.
eating.
What's that? What are you
I'm
saying?
gonna. You already know. I'm gonna finish eating, sir.
Oh, wait a minute. What did I just say about eating? She's about finishing eating?
Hey, because you already knew I was eating.
There you go. Okay, Amy.
Thank you, General. I will
You're
be.
welcome.
Hopefully, somebody else will come on, and I have both jobs tomorrow. I probably won't see you at either bus stop. But I'll see you later on tonight, and I'll be on watching whoever comes on next to see. Hopefully,
Sounds good. Thank you so much for coming on.
All right. Absolutely, sir. Bye.
Bye. Oh, this is great. We're at 7 channels and one lines to tune the lines track location, 9 lines of provision locations into 0 coordinate track lines, 1 lines of 3 lines of 0. So keeping a track in line communication system, time series calculation and interference. I want the team to get in track lines. I want you to look at every lines of every minute to your time frame. So look at the hour, the minute, and the seconds. Now flick the switch and turn it in line condition of seconds, minutes, and hours. Flick the switch, turn line position locations in seconds, minutes, hours. Flick it back in locations of hours, minutes, and seconds. Okay, you've got to get in your time logs and set locations. All right. All right. Yeah, it is a lot of hours. 40 million hours. So that's 40 minutes. Line settings, a million line screens, a high interference. It's already changed your adaptation, your future location system, and calculation of your settings through manifestation, Trinity. Right? Everything's changed with the team. Okay? So that's how you change things. Now, in provision, you change them or neuralize them settings. Neuralizing is putting track lines where nothing happened in set location, but you know what happens. So, it never happens. It's neuralized, right? So we have to understand how to adapt to that set locations. Right? Understanding that through traction. So it's just practice. All right. This is great. 1 hour and 30 lines, set location of 1 line cycles, 55 settings and set locations. Track provision cycles, high calculation. Right? So ramifications of all settings, high calculations, right? It's like you're in your car, you're in your standard, and you're remming up. You're getting into acceleration. You know how a course goes from 0 to 60? There's no difference. The only line send location in interpretation is that you're in levitating. Okay, so you have to really understand how to balance it out. You know exactly what you're doing. Right? Then you take off. So, but it's all adaptation of the mind. So. All right. Okay, everyone. Everybody had fun. Get live communicating to its settings. I will be on later. Line conditions live on set locations. Adios.